Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, May 11th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Alabama lawmakers move to set up special elections if courts allow earlier voting maps to return. Plus, a Joppa man is arrested after police investigate thefts from vehicles on Highway 157 businesses. And road work will bring lane closures to Highway 278 and I-65. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Governor Kay Ivey has signed 2 bills giving her authority to call special elections in certain congressional and state Senate districts if courts allow Alabama to use earlier election maps during the 2026 election cycle. House Bill 1 and Senate Bill 1 were passed during a special session called after the U.S. Supreme Court's April 29th ruling in Louisiana versus Calais, a redistricting case involving congressional maps, race, and the Voting Rights Act. The new laws do not immediately replace Alabama's current maps. Instead, they create a process for the state to move quickly if existing court orders are lifted in Alabama's congressional or state Senate redistricting cases. Ivey's office said the May 19th primary remains scheduled to proceed. If injunctions are lifted, the governor could call special elections in affected districts. Attorney General Steve Marshall has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to lift the federal court order requiring Alabama to use its current congressional map in the May 19th primary. His office asked the court to act by May 14th. Senate President Pro Tem Garland Gudger supported the legislation, while Democrats and voting rights advocates opposed it, arguing it could weaken Black voting power in Alabama. A Joppa man has been arrested following reports of thefts from vehicles at 2 businesses along Alabama Highway 157. The Cullman Police Department said 28-year-old Skylar Dale Hill was taken into custody after officers responded April 28th to reports of thefts from vehicles at La Quinta Inn and Suites and later at the North Chick-fil-A. Police said officers and investigators used surveillance video and other investigative work to quickly identify the suspect's vehicle. That vehicle was later found at a nearby residence. Investigators said they recovered multiple stolen items from the vehicle, and many of those items were returned to the victims. Hill was charged with 3 counts of unlawful breaking and entering of a motor vehicle, 1 count of first-degree theft of property, and 1 count of fourth-degree theft of property. The police department said the investigation is ongoing and additional charges may be forthcoming. Drivers in North Alabama can expect road work on 2 major routes beginning this week. In Cullman County, a $2.4 million resurfacing project will begin today on U.S. Highway 278 near Jones Chapel, weather permitting. ALDOT says contractor Grayson Carter & Son will resurface nearly 8 miles of Highway 278 from the Winston County line to County Road 867. Drivers should expect single-lane closures with traffic directed by pilot vehicles or flaggers. That project is expected to wrap up in mid to late summer. Meanwhile, the next phase of a $16.5 million I-65 resurfacing project in Morgan County began last night. Rogers Group will resurface I-65 from just south of exit 328 in Hartselle to south of the I-565 exchange at exit 340 in Limestone County. Most lane closures will take place from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday through Thursday nights. ALDOT advises drivers to expect delays and check algotraffic.com for updates. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Wallace State's Brookelyn Morgan is headed to the National Outdoor Track Championships. Sports is next.
To my way of thinking, Garland represents the ideal representative of the people. Not only is he from here and he owns his own business and operates it, but he also has a lot of experience in government.
He understands small businesses and the challenges that we face. He's been willing to step up, listen to our questions, and try to find solutions to the problems. This kind of leadership matters in healthcare because it affects every single patient.
I know him personally. I know his heart. I know that he wants what's best for all of his constituents.
He supports everything that I believe in. He supports independent pharmacy, freedom of choice with health care, and also supports small business.
He works very hard. He has a vision for the future, and he's willing to bring the teams together, the people together, to make that a reality.
He has really helped us take the biggest first step in battling PBMs, and I know he'll continue to fight for what's right for us.
Welcome back. Wallace State freshman runner Brookelyn Morgan has qualified for the NJCAA Division I Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Morgan posted qualifying marks in both the 1,500-meter run and the 5,000-meter run, but she will compete in the 5,000 meters at the national meet. According to Wallace State head coach Tony Kreider, Morgan is the first Wallace State athlete to qualify for the Outdoor Track and Field Championship since 1997, when the Lions won the team national championship. Kreider praised Morgan's talent, work ethic, and character, while Morgan credited her coaches and her teammates for helping her prepare for the national stage. The NJCAA Division I Outdoor Track and Field Championships will be held May 14th through 16th at New Mexico Junior College. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, a new Mexican restaurant is opening today in Fairview. Plus, a Cullman veteran receives his long-awaited Purple Heart after nearly 6 decades. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Wallace State Community College celebrated the class of 2026 with 2 graduation ceremonies at Traditions Bank Arena inside Tom Drake Coliseum. About 800 graduates walked across the stage while more than 1,650 students earned over 2,800 degrees and certificates during the 25-26 academic year. Wallace State President Dr. Vicki Karlowicz told graduates that more than 90% are expected to be employed in the coming weeks and months, with many others transferring to continue their education. The college also presented its top student honors. Jillian Rush received the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence. Brittany Spears received the Presidential Award for Applied Technology Excellence. And Frances Grace Phillips received the Presidential Award for Health Science Excellence. Registration is now underway for summer and fall classes. A new restaurant is opening in Fairview today. Tulum Mexican Grill will open at 10:30 a.m. today at 30 Wesley Avenue North in the former home of the Hutch. Tulum owner Corlina Perlada said the restaurant's menu will feature classic Mexican grill favorites along with several Tulum originals and a Little Aggie's menu for younger customers. The restaurant will be open Sunday through Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Tulum is also hiring full-time and part-time servers. Applicants can email resumes to tulummgllc@gmail.com. Carry-out orders can be placed by calling 256-747-5788. More information and the full menu are available on the Tulum Mexican Grill Facebook page. After nearly 6 decades, Cullman veteran Richard Rick L. Leigeber has received formal recognition for a Purple Heart he earned after being injured after serving in Vietnam. Leigeber, a Vietnam veteran and 2024 Cullman Veterans Hall of Fame inductee, was presented the medal by U.S. Representative Robert Adderholt. A special ceremony was held May 4th at Cullman VFW Post 2214. Leigeber said he first applied for the Purple Heart about 25 years ago, but was unable to secure the award on his own before the effort later went through Adderholt's office.
It's been a long time coming. I never thought I would be able to get it. I applied and tried to get it 25 years ago and was able to on my own. So I did go through Congressman Adderholt. It was, like I said, it was grateful. I was just grateful for him to be able to get it while I was still alive and be on my record. It was, the older I get, the more I thought about it, I guess. I kept my life busy all these 58 years to where I didn't think about it as much, but as you get older and got more free time, I guess, and you think about it a little more.
Leigeber served in the U.S. Army from 1967 to 69, including service in Vietnam during the Tet Offensive. He is also a life member of the VFW and American Legion. May is National Bicycle and Motorcycle Safety Month, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is reminding everyone on the road to stay alert. ALEA is partnering with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to stress that safety is a shared responsibility for drivers, motorcyclists, and bicyclists. Bicycles are legally considered vehicles in Alabama, meaning cyclists must follow traffic laws and drivers must treat them with care on the roadway. Motorcycle safety remains a major concern. ALEA says Alabama recorded 125 motorcycle fatalities in 2024, the highest number in the past decade. State law requires all motorcycle operators and passengers to wear a properly fastened DOT-approved helmet. ALEA also reported 8 bicycle fatalities and 181 injuries in 2024. Officials are encouraging everyone to obey traffic laws, avoid distractions, and never ride or drive impaired. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. Charles Reed Davis, 91, passed away Wednesday, May 8th. Visitation will be today from 4 to 7 p.m. at Decatur Brown Service Funeral Home. Funeral service will be Tuesday, May 12th at 10:30 a.m. at Roselawn Cemetery. Dolores Frida Stevenson, 97, of Cullman, passed away Wednesday, May 8th. Visitation will be Wednesday, May 13th from 1 to 2 p.m. at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel, with funeral service following. Interment will be at Center Grove Cemetery. Carolyn Louise Myers, 83, passed away Tuesday, May 7th. Visitation will be today from 10 to 11 a.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home, followed by a celebration of life from 11 a.m. to noon. Committal service will be at Good Hope Baptist Cemetery at 12:15 p.m. Kenneth Wade Haynes, 80, of Cullman, passed away Tuesday, May 7th. Visitation will be Tuesday, May 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home. Celebration of Life service will be Wednesday, May 13th from 11 a.m. to noon at Temple Baptist Church, with committal service following at Good Hope Baptist Cemetery from 12:30 to 1. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today we'll have a 30% chance of showers, mainly before noon. Otherwise, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high near 74. Tonight looks much clearer and skies turning mostly clear and a low around 50. Tomorrow brings a nice stretch of sunshine with a high near 78. And tomorrow night stays quiet and mostly clear with a low around 53. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.